for the Clippers. The Rockets split with the Jazz, and they need a win here tonight to enjoy the Saints. Rockets need to get Jalen Green going. And this little floater is good on the top of Zubac. Game's tied.
Because Zubac gives up those shots.
Yeah, one of the reasons why the Rockets are the NBA's worst two-point shooting team in the league. It's now 4-2 LA as the bucket is good for Morris. Hot early and stayed hot throughout the game. And man, late in that one, you mentioned the 2, the 3, the steal, had the rebound to seal the deal after the Gordon miss.
Excellent defense here from Eric Gordon, and Paul George's game winner. Right back. Listen, good offense beats good defense every day. He's still struggling at the rim. Zubac, excellent rim protection. We talked about it earlier, Craig. That mid-range shot is the one that's going to be there.
And the Clippers turn it over a lot. Morris does. Here's Green ahead of the pack, and he slips by George for 2. Jackson uses the Morris screen, has Smith on him defensively on the switch. Now trying to go back to Morris, and they do. Shot clock inside of 10. Morris measuring up Porter, shoots the tough 16-footer and makes it.
Get on transition and run. He did it earlier, but you need more of it.
George frees himself up and knocks down the 3 there first. It's an 11-2 run, and the Clippers continue to add to their lead.
I wouldn't say the better, but most efficient Rocket, at least in the half court, is Şengün so far.
Kennard, a little bit too late of a closeout. Nobody picked him up until it was too late. You don't want to leave him wide open up top.
Yeah, good to see John here on the floor. Unfortunately, not in the Rockets uniform, but one of the better guys in the league.
Reached a buyout agreement, ended up signing with the Clippers, and that was banked in by Morris.
Yeah, the Rockets can't even get a shot off.
Nope. A lot of one-on-one stuff, but it's not resulting in much. The skip out to Knicks, his 3, and it goes. Rockets needed something to go down. And luckily for Knicks, he was able to make the first 3 of the night for the Rockets. Şengün off the dribble at Paul George to the rim for 2. George in the open floor, but the Rockets have multiple players back, so LA will settle in the half court here. And stripping it away from behind, I think Knicks was the guy who got a piece of it. Now he'll shoot the 3. He leans in and he makes another one. Closing in on 40% from deep on the year. Morris on Martin, the double, the lean, and it bounces in, plus the foul and 1 coming up here for the former Rocket. They certainly have enough talent in LA. They just have not been able to put it together. Another 4 turnover, and Wall in the open floor for the easy slam. It's his rebounding rate that is just off the charts. And misses it, ripped out by Eason. Goes back up with it and bends the rim. Picked up by Martin, finds Knicks. He's had the hot hand. Can he make it 3? Nope, not that time. Offensive rebound to Rubin.
Oh, baby! It's been pretty. Just energy and effort and getting this whole crowd something to cheer for.
Final seconds of the quarter. Man resets, lets it fly, and he makes it.
That's a bucket.
Outside.
I jinxed him twice. I'm sorry. I got him on a free
Wall stepping through Knicks, and he flips it up and in.
That's where John Wall is really good, out in transition, and he wants this one bad.
Well, when he's right and completely healthy, there aren't many players in the league who are quicker end-to-end than is John Wall. If he's out there, he's going to get it. Not on the same page. Wall throws it away now to Eason. Right in on Wall. Got to slap down a little bit. Apparently no contact.
Guzman Garuba.
Ricochets out to Knicks.
Look at him working.
Here's Porter. Puts on the break. Shoots the free throw line. And makes the jumper. 2-possession game. He had that big quarter 3 in Phoenix that tied the ball game up late in the third quarter. Here's Powell from the free throw line, and he knocks that one down. There you go. Get that big guy out of the paint.
Come on. Got to be able to score on the 7-footer.
Now he'll step back, shoot the 3. Kevin Porter Jr. his second triple.
Şengün a touch. He was really good against Zubac when he did have fouls.
Back to Şengün to the rim, and that will count. And Şengün can tie the ball game up here at the free throw line, believe it or not.
Got to be ready to help. He ain't interested in passing.
Baseline turnaround, Morris. It goes down, so it's 4 over the Clippers after the Rockets came back to tie.
Even though Matthews doesn't hit that corner 3, that is great ball.
Rockets get it right back. Şengün to Porter, to Matthews. Another crack at it, and this one does go in.
They see him. He's throwing guys off.
Green on Kennard. Lowers the shoulder, comes into the paint, puts on the brakes, and kisses it off the window. Believe it or not, after being down by 18 early on, they're up by 1 at halftime. Here's Tatum. Oh, he got it off in time, plus the foul for the Clippers as they go back out in front with .7 to play. George thought about it, now comes back around the Brown screen, throws it up top of the big guy, and he doesn't have to jump very high to dunk it down. I really liked him, but he's on a two-way contract. He really hasn't had much of a solid footing at all during his NBA career. Jalen Green stays hot. Eric Gordon still scoreless, now 0-3 from the floor. Jackson, and he's able to put it up and in off the window over the shoulder. Face the Raptors and down to New Orleans. Very weird trip. Jackson to Kennard, corner three, good. Really struggled on the road trip, just 14 points per game, and shot the ball 26%. There's the lob. Brown back down with it, dunked it down on the second effort there after the initial lob. Smith over Brown, no. Here comes George, ahead of steam, to Brown, inside on Smith, drops it in. This franchise, social night, by the way, social night question.
I would say the Harden deal was probably one of the most underrated, couldn't be seen deals in
Jalen Green heating up in the third quarter.
I'll say it again, it doesn't take much for a shooter to see the rim, and Jalen's seeing the rim.
14 third quarter points now. Tough turnaround for George.
Green has been working. Maybe his shot hadn't gone down. He was a little out of rhythm, but he never stopped working. That's a great sign for the Rockets.
Pulls back three for George. He too. Picked up by Brown with the left hand, and it's cleared by Şengün. Porter on the attack, right at Brown. Yes, count it, plus the foul.
Literally an open man. Oh, wow, John, that's the second loose ball he's gotten to.
Took it away from Porter, behind the back. Back to Brown for the slam, razzle-dazzle. John Wall.
Here, and he needs to be the Rockets, and let's see if Jabari can get it wide open three.
Nick stepping back. Knicks for three. His fourth, a career high, and now with 12 points, his career high in scoring is 13. Wall, the lob, the jam there for man. 4 minutes gone by in the quarter. Stepping back, shooting over Zubac. The three was pure.
Love that from Kevin Porter Jr.
7 rebounds, 6 assists as well. George to Jackson, into the lane, runs it up, and he answers with a 2 the other way. Gonna back in on Zubac as they clear out that side of the floor for him. Spins, whirls, there's the sauce.
That's the sauce, baby!
He's been the last 2 games without me. He said he's been great with offensive rebounds. It hasn't just been getting the ball in the post or the elbow. It's him getting at the rim aggressively.
Şengün.
Oh my goodness!
Spun right around him. What a move. The last 4 or 5 minutes is where the Rockets have struggled the last 2 games. In Phoenix, and obviously the other night in Los Angeles. Off the window for 3.
He's signaling to the referees.
George off the pick, into the lane, the Euro step, and the corkscrew finish. What a play.
Good defense, got to load up.
He came into the league in Turkey, was really good at the foul line. George again.
Now P has to be careful. He's got those fouls.
The Rockets going to have to put together several consecutive quality possessions to give themselves a chance. Şengün down the baseline to the rim, passed up the 3, got the dunk. Green on Morris. Oh, no look. Whipped it inside the corner for the easy 2. It's a 2-possession game, 82 seconds to play in the ball game. And there's Powell ahead to Jackson, and that will do it. As the Clippers, who initially gave up an 18-point first quarter lead and then saw the Rockets go out.